I'll start with the one that comes up again and again, and I actually think it ties back to our first episode that we did together. So we talked a lot about the longings that people have. We talked about the need to care for souls this season especially. And then after that, all of our episodes since then have spent a lot of time talking about how technology can help with that care of souls. And I want to hear your perspective on what happens if technology doesn't care for souls. Like, what if there are some technologies that are just incompatible with caring for souls? And so how do we discern what is and is not in the service of caring for souls? And what's it going to take for us to then have the courage to say no to those technologies, even though they may be popular in the culture, for example? So play with that a little bit about the technology and it being potentially incompatible with souls and our discernment around that.
I'm going to jump in with just an initial thought because I've learned I don't want to go after Sue. So,
Smart.
Right? So one of the things that I've been thinking a lot about, and it really, I think it's the perspective of your paper that also helps this thinking, but also Andy Crouch's book and so many others who have talked about technology is a tool. It is an instrument. It does not have to be the instrument, and it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to govern our lives, right? How do we take it out of we're dependent on it, it governs our lives, to a place where we utilize it as a tool? So when I think about this question of the care of souls, if care of souls is primary in our thinking, how do we use some tools in service of that? Right? And the extent to which, because I don't think the technology in and of itself is incompatible with the care of souls. It's the use of technology that can get in the way. And so if we get to a point where that use of technology is actually keeping us from caring for souls and keeping us from relationship with one another, then it has become incompatible, right? So I think it comes back to the discernment about, are we using it in service of what it is God is calling us to be and do in the world?